Hello, welcome. All right, should be working now. Welcome to this sacred space of connection, of coming together for a sacred connection with self. So as we open this space, I really invite you to come and settle in, to allow yourself to arrive for a moment, to create a sacred space for self. What does that look like? Perhaps it's closing a door, finding somewhere comfy. And as we settle in together, just feeling yourself dropping down into the heart. Almost as though there is a ladder reaching from the mind to the heart. The busyness all up on the top level. It can almost be like a treehouse, and everything that has happened until this point is all happening up in the treehouse. And together we're just going to climb down the ladder, allowing everything to continue happening up there. So we come and meet on the ground. Perhaps you'd like to sit down there. And as we sit together, we are going to open this space by paying our respects and acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land in which I live, Australia. And in particular, honouring the people of the Yugambeh as the traditional cultural custodians of this land in which I currently sit, in which you're joining me this evening. And perhaps you may wish to call on the traditional custodians of the land in which you currently reside, if you know them. If not, we invite in all those of Aboriginal and Indigenous descent and the Torres Strait Islander people. We pay our respects. And we give thanks for the incredible offerings of this land, of Mama Earth, of the ground, the oceans, the sky, the sun, the trees, and all those who live here. And as we pay these respects, is it possible to place a hand on the heart to honour you and your sacred purpose in being here, in your sovereign right to take up space on this land? Just acknowledging all it is that you are, all it is that brought you to this point in time. Knowing that you showing up exactly as you are in this moment is perfect. And so as we come together For this particular meditation, we are really coming into the space of reclamation, of bringing home those sacred parts of ourselves, of recognizing our own innate worthiness and the freedom codes in which we were born with. And together we are reclaiming all it is, all that it means to be truly sovereign, to be empowered, to be wholly free within your own energy, within your own essence, to make choices for your own freedom and for the freedom of your family. And so with that, we are going to be doing some energetic healing and cord cutting on this journey today to allow ourselves to return to our original cellular architecture, to the remembering of our own sacred birthright, to be the leaders of our own reality. And so with that, I invite you to find a comfortable space to allow yourself to truly anchor into the here and now. And as we do this, I'm going to invite you, if it feels good to do so, to close down the eyes. To imagine that as we dropped down from the treehouse, and perhaps you may find yourself trying to climb back up there, can you come back down to the earth? Can you allow yourself to sit on the earth, to fully ground into that deep holding? Perhaps you may wish to lean against the tree to feel yourself held in this space. And as you do so, it's almost as if that treehouse begins to fade. All of the busyness of everything that happened up until this point, all the conversations just dissipating for the here and now. And as you sit here, perhaps you feel your family joining you from this lifetime, perhaps from past lifetime. Allowing your ancestors to step in. Just taking note of who it is that has arrived to be present, to witness you in this holy ceremony. And as they all come in, they begin to form a circle around you. You can feel their love beaming towards you. And can you soften into this? Can you open to receive this amount of love? And as you look around and make eye contact, offering a smile, a nod, perhaps a wave, an acknowledgement, you notice that to the north, the circle of these beings begin to part. And you notice a brilliant golden light shining in through this space, drawing you toward it. And as you follow this golden light, all those who are here in support fall in behind you, following you. And this golden light is leading you toward a staircase. And this staircase leads up to a beautiful platform. And as you make your way up these steps, you notice this golden light beaming off them, reflecting back rainbow light towards you. And when you get to the top, you find yourself in what appears to be a beautiful arena. It feels wholly ancient. Sacred, filled with light. And all those family members make their way into the seats. You notice that some of those spaces are already filled with angels, the guides of the light. All here to witness. And at the edge of the arena, you notice a being, one of your sacred guides, is stepping towards you to invite you in closer, to support you in this ceremony. And as they come to greet you, you feel a deep remembering of safety, a trust. Do you know who this guide is? Or are you yet to remember? Take note of what they look like, how their energy feels. They guide you towards a circle in the center of the arena. And they ask you to stand there. And as you stand in this circle, you begin to feel the energy of this ancient space working its magic, holding you. You feel that deep love and witnessing from all those who are here in support of you. And as you stand there, you begin to realize that a brilliant green flame surrounds you. You notice the flickering of that energy. The ancient cleansing that this offers. And as it moves around you, not coming too close, it gives you enough space to be able to stand true, to stand strong. You feel the flame inviting you to release. Any shackles or ties that have limited your ability to trust in your own strength, in your divine yes and no, in your sacred boundary. You may notice a heaviness, almost as though there are shackles around the wrists or ankles. Perhaps there is something blocking your throat. Or a density within the solar plexus or somewhere else in your body. Just take note of what it is that you witness and feel those green flames gently pulling these from you. Burning them, releasing them. And as this continues to take place, we ask the innate source, divine consciousness, the cleansing green flames, to locate the origin of any feelings, thoughts, or experiences of not feeling wholly free and sovereign. And we ask you to take each and every level, layer, area, and aspect of our beings to this origin. Acknowledging any ties, blocks, restrictions that have held us back from speaking our truth, from following our own intelligence, from allowing our hearts to be our guides. We ask Source to analyze and resolve it perfectly with universal truth, and to come through all generations of time and eternity, bringing to 0 point every incident and its appendages based on the origin. We ask that it is done according to the will of the benevolent Source and of all that is, until we are at the present filled with light and truth, peace and love, forgiveness for ourselves, for incorrect perception, forgiveness of every person, place, circumstance and event which have contributed to any feelings or thoughts, that we are not wholly free, that we are not the rulers of our own lives. Allowing that forgiveness and release to take place between ourselves and the government, between all beings that wish to keep us small. And as this takes place, just feeling density and layers going into the green flame. Everything that is ready to be released going in. And with total forgiveness and unconditional love, I allow every physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual problem and inappropriate behavior based on the negative origin recorded in my DNA to transform and transmute for all eternity. Please adjust my physical and non-physical self in perfect timing with ease and grace to wholeness and satisfaction of my journey. I choose being free. I choose being love. I choose being an advocate for myself and my family. I feel light. I feel love. I feel freedom. I am wholly sovereign. Just taking note of how your physical being feels in this moment. We ask that if there are any lingering ties, timelines, associations that are not of our own sovereignty, that they finally be released now. And the flames ignite, picking it all up. And they begin to shrink down back into the earth. It is done, it is balanced, it is accomplished now. I'm grateful and appreciative of the healing. So be it, and so it is. And you notice that as you stand in this space, your stance is different. How do you stand now? How do you use your voice now? How do you acknowledge your truth? And what actions do you take for yourself and your family? You feel all those who are here witnessing, beaming their own love down to you, acknowledging this incredibly powerful shift in your own energy. And the guide who supported you before steps forward, holding a crown. What does it look like? You have known this crown before. And the guide passes it to you. As you hold this crown, you have full sovereign choice in what you desire to do with it. This crown is a representation of your ability to create your own destiny, to take ownership of your life, your well-being, your choices. It feels good to do so and you haven't already. Perhaps you may wish to place this crown back on your head. The final step in this reclamation. Physical representation of what it is that you have aligned yourself with. And all those in the stand celebrate you. Perhaps your family come down to meet you. And as you look around, you realize that this sacred ceremony really was just a sacred choice. And you begin to make your way back towards the steps. As you get to the top, you look to the left and notice a mirror. Who is it looking back at you? And as you make your way back down the steps, back into what could easily be described as the outer world, there is a definite shift in how you respond to this environment. There are people and things still doing exactly what they were doing before. But the way that you interact is vastly different. In a world where previously it may have felt as though there was limited control. You can look around and recognize that you have full control over your own experience. where previously there was pain. Perhaps now you see through the eyes of love. Perhaps the discomfort shifts to inner strength. Peace in your own recognition of your desires. How is it that you desire to move through life? How is it that you desire to interact with others? And this beautiful crown on your head, this symbol is wholly divine and defined in the energetics. And so even if others can't physically see it on your head, they can feel that energy. And it emits an incredible pure light glow, a field of protection around you, lighting your path everywhere that you go. And there may be moments when you come up against others who are uncomfortable with this light. But the beauty of being within it is that you feel wholly safe. That it is a sacred reminder of all it is that you have released. And perhaps that discomfort is merely a reflection of all that another wishes to release. And so allow this crown to light your path, to walk with your shoulders back, to feel your family and ancestors walking alongside you in love and support, always. And just allowing yourself, as you carry this forward, to find your way back to the ground. Feel that deep holding of Mama Earth as you anchor in all that has transpired.
May our hearts be open.
Feeling that
May our
warmth
hearts be
coming through the back of the heart space as you rest
May
just for a
our
moment.
hearts be open.
Knowing that everything that you desire can be made manifest. And gently becoming aware of where it is that you reside in time and space. Perhaps becoming aware of any sounds, the physical body. Allowing yourself to gently return in a way that feels wholly nourishing. Knowing that as you continue throughout your journey, that nothing will be the same. That it's in the releasing and the letting go that we create this space for more freedom, for more love. For the divine co-creation of your own reality in alignment with Source. Your heart and Source, God, Spirit, the universe, however you describe it. They are the truth. You know your own truth, and no one else can tell you what your truth is, what your path is, what your destiny is. No one else can tell you what is right or wrong for you. In this sacred and holy connection that you have with yourself, with your heart, with your own sovereignty, is all that is required. Listen, love, and live from this space. I love you, dear heart. And I'll see you very soon.